Hello and welcome, friends. Robbie.
And Zach here with the Nerd Cave Network. We got something special for you.
We got Fallout. It is falling, guys.
Yeah.
Fallout 4. Are you ready for this? Like I said,
Preach it, brother.
Like I said in the last video, huge fan.
Yeah, if you did not watch our Bethesda coverage before Fallout, you can
Check
click
it
that.
out.
You can click that link right there and check it out. But let's get into it.
Something small that I'm excited for is they've generated thousands of names.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a somewhat common name, then I'm going to be going by Robert, because they never say Robbie for some reason.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting, and that's the small part.
I'm going to go as Barry Allen. The Flash.
Sure. But
Just
anyway.
because if they do it in 2K, I'm sure they'll do it in Fallout.
You start out as you're a lone survivor.
Let's before we get into that, what was interesting to me, you start before the bomb drops. And the face, to work with your character, it's not sliders. You pick a part of the person and you
can
sculpt
change it.
their face.
And what's cool is you're standing in front of a mirror, and like if you're working on the guy, your wife behind you was like, and after you finish the nose, she's like, "Oh, I like that nose," and they was shifting through a beard, and he was like, "What do you think, beard or no beard?" And she was like, "I like the beard."
And one guy was like, he's like, "I like the beard."
Yeah. So it's even interacting with you as you're building your character, which you've never seen that before.
Yeah.
All you've seen is the guy standing there, and he changes.
Yeah. You never got that interaction, and what was really cool is once you finish with the guy, you can switch and you get to work on the woman, your wife,
and guess what? You have a child, and they take characteristics from the male and the female, and you put it on your baby.
Exactly. Now, one thing that was very interesting is you have the choice to play between either a female character or a male character. I don't know how that choice is going to get made,
Yeah.
But that's really cool because you've never seen that in Fallout.
Yeah, you were playing as that as the male in the first one.
Exactly.
So
the baby base thing was really cool. Cogsworth is the robot that was in the trailer.
He's your little robot manservant.
Now, one thing that I thought was really cool how they interacted was bringing the Vault Tech guy in to get the survey from them, and that's when you get to do what?
That's when you get to put your loadouts pretty much for your characteristics. He goes, "I just have a few questions to ask you," and it just pops up, and you get to level up, your luck, your charisma, your strength, and all your attributes. So that was something that's really cool. And he's like, "Okay, well, thank you for your time," and talks about the vault, and then he goes his merry way.
I love that he just shut the door in this guy's face.
He's talking, and walks away.
And after that, the wife was like, "Well, that's a nice thing that it's just for safety or whatever, And I thought that was a really interesting little tidbit right there. Of course, then you see events unfold, and the bombs drop.
Bombs are falling from the sky.
And after that, they didn't show any story stuff, which I was happy because I'd hate story being ruined because that's my favorite part of a game.
One thing in the trailer is as you see the bombs are blowing and you see the people that are on the vault, we presumed that they all died, but he did say that the only thing he just ruined is that they do survive and they get lowered in before the fallout.
He said that your character survives, gets lowered in the vault. I'm not sure about the other ones around you, so we don't know.
It's just something that you'll have to see.
Yeah, exactly. The next part is that you emerge 200 years later as the sole survivor of Vault 111. And I thought that was really interesting. I don't know how you survive 200 years without dying.
I would say probably like a cryogen, like a frozen, like you're frozen in time.
I'm not sure, but I thought that was interesting that they would put it so far into the future.
Yeah.
Next part was...
Well, I mean, you get to come up and you get to meet your new best friend.
Yeah.
You get to meet your...
You get to meet Cogsworth. Cogsworth is still around.
And, he interacts with... He's like, Howard, right? Mr. Howard, it's been, tells you how long it's been and everything. And after, what's really cool is if you're talking to somebody, it's not going to hurt you to just walk away, or as he says, shoot him in the face.
Yeah. And you can play dialogue either in the first or third person around this time.
Yeah.
So it's not just you looking at this person, they're like, like Fallout 3 was.
Yeah. Well, after, Cogsworth, you get to move on to the dog, which is what people have been raving and barking about. But, it's really cool. Like, if I have a cup in my room, I could be like, hey, go get that cup. And he'll bring me my cup. Mm-hmm. So it's really cool how they integrated that into the game.
Yeah, being able to issue commands to the dog. You can bring stuff to you. It even helps you in combat. Taking down enemies and everything. So I thought that was cool. Please do not kill this dog.
I'm not saying that I'm an animal activist or work for PETA or whatnot.
It's just.
But I do like dogs.
I get connected to video game dogs. I don't know what it is.
We don't want to see a bunch of, dead dogs all over the place.
Yeah, nobody likes that.
But
one thing that else is confirmed, VATs are back.
Yes.
People lost their minds when they saw that the VAT system pop up.
You hear the crowds just screaming, which is awesome because it slows time and it helps you pinpoint the best place to shoot them. Mm-hmm. I always like shooting the arms and legs off of people. Yeah,
it does. The graphics look amazing in this game. Does. It definitely feels more visceral in that. Now,
well, speaking of the area that you're in, it is confirmed that it is Boston. Mm-hmm. Go Red Sox, but
go Celtics.
Or Celtics if you're a basketball fan, baseball fan, whatever. But that's really cool. Like you got to see. I'm hoping to see some rundown buildings that are
key to the area. One thing that I thought was really cool, and you're going to spend a lot of time using this, and it's something that's going to take up with any kind of RPG. You're going to use a lot of time in your menus, looking through your stats, looking through your equipment. Is the Pip-boy is now including animations to what it's doing. I thought that was really interesting because you're going to be spending time in there and having those little animations, and it might be just a couple seconds, but it keeps things a little fresh. Also, they're putting games in there. There was a Donkey Kong-esque type game.
There's that one thing where, not like Space Invaders, but you have things that are falling, but you're able to
it's like missiles.
Nukes, but you're the defense grid's trying to blow up the. So that was cool, and you press it and it opens up a cassette thing, and you can stick your cassette in there and close it, and it plays your audio, and I want to say it might even show a videos.
Yeah, they said something about that.
A hologram video type thing.
Yeah, they didn't show it, but they said something around that. Another thing they did confirm, which was really exciting, not that part yet. Not that part.
Okay.
They confirmed that you will be able to wear layered armor now.
Yes.
Which is really interesting, having light armor and then laying it on top of, that's really cool to me because, sometimes you don't want to make the commitment to wear heavy armor.
Yeah, you got to mix it up a little bit.
Before we get to that, I almost saved that.
Yeah.
Crafting. Oh my Jesus.
You're able to build your own outposts. If you can build your own town. You had Megaton, and I was like Megatron. You can't build a robot that's going to kill everybody. But no, you get to build your town just like that, and you put anything in there, and you can build trading outposts, gardens, water. You can even have electricity powering your city.
Yep.
Where you can put, lights, turrets,
generators, all of these things.
Because you're going to get attacked. You have, animals that are going to come in there and try to take stuff, and you're going to have raiders. Mm-hmm. So you have to defend your place.
Yeah, what's really cool is anything that you see, you can break down into their basic parts to use in your crafting. You can make houses. Like he said, you make wire to hook to your everything works in itself,
and it's very detailed, and it is easy to do. It's not like most games where you're having to scratch your brain on and hours upon hours of trying to figure it out. It's It's right there. It's laid out pretty simply.
Yeah, I never played the Skyrim DLC Hearth.
I did.
So
it was kind of difficult to build your place.
This looked very easy. They said it was very real time, that it's just in the game and it goes right there.
So no Clash of Clannings where it takes you 4 days to build something.
Exactly. So I think, it's going to cost you points of somehow, it's going to cost you resources. But this is a great way to get communities together. Once you get, it's established, you can get merchants in there. You get people that help you, creating that environment and everything. I think it's really awesome. There's several places that you can build these settlements. That's what they call them.
They have already pre-made kind of places that you can just add on to, or you could just be walking in the middle of nowhere and be like, "This looks like a good place to start a town." And guess what? Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Town.
And what's really interesting is you can build several of these places, and they all can coexist, sending supplies and everything to each other. Now that in itself could be a game. You could literally spend all your time doing that.
You're gonna have the story, and you're gonna have the dedication and the time that you're going to have to put into keeping the settlement up.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, all of the side quests that go along with it that just randomly occur.
Countless hours will be put into Fallout 4.
Also, on top of the crafting system, you've got tons. I can't remember the exact number. Tons of weapon modifications.
Oh my god.
They showed just a brief part of it going through and had a laser pistol.
You start out with the pistol, and it just, you take it, or like it's taking it apart, it's adding into it, it's turning into a rifle, and it shows what you did with like a laser pistol, it shows what you did with just a regular,
it was a lot of stuff, and you can literally spend hours upon hours just crafting in itself.
Oh my god.
Of course, the settlement part is optional. You don't have to do that in the story. One other thing. Well, before we get to that one, I'm keep teasing him on that.
I want to say it so bad.
You get your own power armor this time around.
Yes.
Your own power armor, guys and gals.
Literally, it is like you got a taste of it in Fallout 3, but you get the full on hardcore. Oh my god! I couldn't even fathom what I was watching. Yeah. It was so freaking awesome.
And they showed some gameplay of it, and you can craft for your power armor, adding stuff onto it, making it better and better. The little bit of gameplay that they did show with the power armor looked awesome.
Oh my god!
Using the jetpacks to just fly across a map and everything with your Gatling gun. That part is
Get
awesome.
ready, guys. They're going to have so much stuff that we can do. So much you can just change. Like, no one person is going to look the same. Mm-hmm. You're going to have we even saw him in a dress.
Yeah.
Like, you can do whatever you want to. There's so many things that if you can think about it, if you can think it, you can probably do it in this game.
They even killed somebody with a teddy bear.
Yeah. I mean...
Shot him with a teddy bear.
So, you can't get much cooler than that.
Now, we're going to talk about the app. I'm going to keep
Okay, that's fine. I wanted to talk about that. Hopefully it's out by now.
It should be by the
Well, by the time you see this, it's definitely
it'll be out. But there's going to be an app for, I don't know if it's Android. I know it's iOS based, at least.
I want to say he said iOS and Android.
He said phone and tablet, so I'm assuming it's for both. And it's Fallout Shelter. Now, this game, you get to make your own. You are
the head person of the vault, of whatever you want to call your vault. You're I guess you could say
the overseer of the vault.
It has an XCOM-esque feel to it because you have the layering system going down. But from the ground up, you build your own vault. You add on sectors. You put people to work. Mm-hmm. They have stats of their own, and they level up. You can change their outfits. You can give them weapons because they will need weapons because they will be going out
into the wasteland.
And you'll also have raiders coming in. You also have rad roach infestations. This app it's not really a companion app, but it's a game in itself for Fallout.
Yeah, and what was really cool is that the characters look like the Pip-boy character.
Yeah.
The art style looks amazing in that. And that really caught my imagination because, the only time you see the Pip-boy is like on the load up screen.
Yeah.
But having that in there.
And the statue, the figurines and the thing that you collected.
You, like you said, Overseer and all of that, you can have full stats for all the characters, leveling them up, and like the school levels up your intelligence, the bar levels up charisma. One way to get more dwellers, I thought that was kind of funny.
Very, very
is
funny.
the old-fashioned way, if you know what I mean.
Cranking out the babies.
So that's a good way to do it. And what's funny is like they came back.
And he's just strutting. And she's already pregnant. She's like,
and everything. But one thing that you need to know is that this is free. No microtransactions unless you want to buy the lunch boxes, which gives you
special gear. Like you can go through the game and you get rewarded for doing things, and you open up the lunch box and not sure how many items are in there, but it
looked like 5 cards, I want to say.
You get the card and it'll give you anything, I guess, resources to weapons to
stat boosts.
All kinds of stuff.
So, you get those by completing things like any kind of farming type deal, or you can buy them. But it does not take an internet connection. So you can play this anywhere. You can download it on an iPod or whatever and just play it without it.
As a substitute teacher, I go to schools where they do not allow you to use the Wi-Fi I should probably be teaching students, but I used to play Clash of Clans because that's all they would let you play. So now I have a brand new game to play while I should be molding the minds of our...
And as you watch this, it is available for purchase, which you can get it for free.
Yes.
So definitely check it out. I think it's going to be really fun to do because it has depth in there, but it's easy to start off with. So back to Fallout 4.
All right, guys. Are you
back
ready
to
for
Fallout
this?
4.
We're going into this now.
We're going to go into it.
Okay.
Go. Just do it.
All right. This game will be coming to you November 10th, 2015. They want to go on and get it on the shelf. But what will be also on the shelf is the Pip-boy edition, which is probably going to be the most expensive one because guess what, people? You get a Pip-boy.
Yep.
And
fully functional.
Fully functional because guess what? You open it up, slide your phone in there, close it, and you can use it just like you would. You can look up your stats because they have
First, you have to download the companion app, which links to your account, and you have all your stats of your character on there, and it works just like the Pip-boy in the game.
I was like, okay, I was wondering what they were going to do because they had the lunchbox in Fallout 3, and when they told me this, it literally blew my mind. Like Zach saw me, like I gigged out so bad.
He literally threw his notebook.
I was keeping notes. I threw it. I was like, I'm done. I was like, thank you, Jesus. This is the coolest thing I will ever own in my life.
And, I'm not a huge Fallout fan, but I'm definitely excited for the game. The Pip-boy does look really cool. You could be playing the game and doing your stats right there. I'm pretty sure your missions will be there. You can use your quest. All of that right there on your wrist. And, of course, it's going to be more expensive. I'm not sure when they're going to release the details on that, but I'm sure it's pretty soon. Pretty soon. So,
I will be giving Bethesda all my money.
Yeah, exactly. Fallout 4 looks amazing. I am super, super happy with it. I think the rest of the people that are going to be presenting at E3 are going to have something hard to follow up.
They are already playing catch up with Bethesda, which is so crazy because it's the first time doing something like this.
Yeah, other than showing at other conferences, this is their first on their own, and I think they did an amazing job.
Speaking of Red Sox and baseball, Bethesda, you hit a home run, my friend.
Yep. If you did not watch the other part of our Bethesda coverage, please click the link.
Check it out,
and watch it out to learn about Doom, Battlecry, Elder Scrolls, and Dishonored 2.
Yes.
2 is confirmed. So make sure you check that out. And please let us know what you're most excited about in Fallout 4. Are you excited about being finally able to use a Pip-boy in real life? Or are you excited about the power... What is it called again?
Power armor?
Power armor. There we go.
Very good.
It's late. So, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. if you know a Fallout fan, you need to tag them right now.
Exactly. Which you can also tag us, and if you're doing this on Twitter or whatever, find us on Nerd Cave Network on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Twitch, everything.
Yep.
Nerd Cave Network.
Have a week.